Hello here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a hopefully good flea market video. I don't know, but I don't know if it's good, but I definitely plan on going to flea markets today. It's very early. It's Saturday, so it's the second weekend that flea markets are open, are back open again here in Berlin, Germany. And I don't know, I think today it's gonna be rainy a little bit, but I just try. I'm going to attempt 3 or 4 flea markets today and then tomorrow some others. So I hope you join me. Stick around. I have no idea if it's going to be 1 video or 2, or depending how much I find. Like last weekend I was already at my local flea market. I just found a couple of things I might include in another haul video. So now let's grab my bike, go to the train station, and then let's see what I can do. Hey everyone. So yeah, I'm on the way, as you can tell. The first flea market that I actually wanted to go is not happening. I was already expecting that. That's why I said I might go to 3 or 4 flea markets. So because it's quite difficult to really find out online which flea markets are happening. This is one that I was visiting last year quite often and had quite a lot of success. Found ponies, found Rainbow Bride, found Doodle Bear, Little Miss, all that stuff. But different pages said it's happening now only on Saturday. Last year it was Saturday and Sunday. Other pages said, well, it was not listed at all anymore. And then on Google it says it's opening on Sunday, but also it says closed permanently. So I had to go there and see if it would be open or not. So it seems it's abandoned, it's not happening there anymore. It's a bummer, but I hope that the sellers that were there go to some other flea markets around the area. So because there were quite a lot of sellers that had toys. So now I'm on my way. It was a little bit of I wasted some time, you could say, or not, because otherwise I would have been to the other flea market. And now I'm a little bit early at the next one. Hopefully this one's open. Let's see. So at least this one's open. So this is the flea market at Rathaus Schöneberg. It's still the same stuff as always, like last year. Nothing's changed. Is a Winnie the Pooh Polly Pocket, 100%. That's ta-da! Oh my goodness. This might be also Polly Pocket, but it's Fashion Polly. got, like it says Simba Learn Pal, Play and Learn, I don't know. It seems it's still from 1991. So yeah, I bought it. It's one of the the first Poopsie Slime Surprise unicorns. They are quite huge, but I always like them. I first saw it when my niece 2 Christmases ago got one. Yeah, €5. It's okay. I mean, would have liked to pay 2 or something, but it's good. Sorry for interrupting. I decided to make the whole portions of the things I found at the flea markets always right in between, or better to say right after each of the flea markets that I visited. So what you saw now a little bit in detail. The first thing that I found actually is, to me, it's a pretty good find, although after inspection and checking online, it's pretty much very empty and broken. But I was correct. It is indeed a Disney Polly Pocket. So this is the Winnie the Pooh Honey Pot playset from 1998. So this is, last time I was saying the numbers wrong, not 89, it's really 98. So most people probably wouldn't consider this to be vintage Polly Pocket, because vintage Polly Pocket is more until the 1996, 7, around that. But still, they were making these Disney collaborations from 1995 until 1998. Lots of big ones, the Cinderella Castle, or more compacts with Mickey Mouse on it, etc. And this is from Winnie the Pooh. The lid is missing. Actually, when you would put the lid up, then it would be like a tree, and you could hang Winnie the Pooh on there, In the middle, there would be another layer, in between, that you could flap from side to side. So this is completely broken off. You would actually be able to see that here. Then the bed is broken off here, and I'm pretty sure something was right here to be able to move what's inside. But just have a look. So you can see broken off, but you can still, no, the other way around, open this door. There's another chair behind. Then, your chairs, etc. This door here, which you can open, was actually also kind of broken off. It was just laying inside. Then you have these two, looks like wardrobes. I'm pretty sure with something at the back you would be able to move it, but right now we can just do it like this. The doors open up. You would put a figurine there. Yeah. This play case came with 4 figurines with Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, and Tigger. So very typical, but I think just from a display point of view, it is still cute. And I personally am not the biggest Polly Pocket completist, you could say. This is my first Disney Polly Pocket. Usually I do not like most of them so much, but this one was always one that I thought it looks really cute because it's something that displays really well. So happy about that. I think the second thing that I picked up is this. Why did you pick that up? I'm not even quite sure. It reminded me a lot of the Hasbro glowworm. Like, it's not from Hasbro, it's from Zimba. It says Zimba Play and Learn, and at the back, at the head, it says 91. So I figured it must be a vintage, like glowworm fakey, and it basically is. Zimba is a German toy company. They're still going strong. They're mostly known for making rip-offs of other toy lines, like they have Steffi Love, like Barbie. They had a lot of, and still do, pony fakies, and lots of other things. They at some point they even had a Monster High fakie line. So, but they are doing good with their sales at least, and they're still selling these kind of glowwormish toys. So they have like a battery compartment in there. I don't know if it's working because I do not have the batteries right now. And then the head would glow up. But I'm pretty sure that this one is more from the 90s. It must not be from 91, but probably just the head mold is from 91. And the newer ones that you can still get have like 3 compartments and not 4. So this one is 90s. It's pretty cute. I like the face. I just bought this more out of curiosity, if I could find out something, if people like also selling this online. And yeah, people selling this, and they always say 80s, but this, it clearly says 91, so it can't be earlier than that. I would either say it's from 91 or it's from somewhere in the 90s. This exact face mold is still sold today with them. I like the pastel colors, so I will put it to my vintage plushies. The last thing at this flea market was this Poopsie Slime Surprise Unicorn. Now this is 100% a modern toy. I know that my younger niece, she got one of those for Christmas 2 years ago. So they are around since, I think, 2019, 20, 1918 or something like this. I kind of like this whole toy line because I've often picked up like the smaller ones, the ones that are like more like blind bag or blind tin, or ones that you also don't know which is inside. These are the something with critters, and these, like this size, the very small ones, are the cutie tooties, but they are all kind of, they have the same eyes with lashes. I just like the look. It's a modern toy line that I like to collect for, and that's why I decided to also pick this one up. I think this is not from the first line. The one that my niece got, she doesn't have a glittery body. This one has a glittery body, so I'm pretty sure this is from like, it's also something called with glitter unicorn or so. It's actually a slime toy, so you would feed it with slime or with something, and then I think it would have like water in here also, because you can basically open it up at the back and you pull down this thing, and then you would shake it and then it would mix inside. Then you could, like, you know, the belly button here, you could push it and then it would, I don't know, either it would burp or it would poop the slime. It's just not my thing, but I think they look really cute. They are very big. I should not get more of them, but this one was really appealing to me because of the soft colors and the whole sparkly body. The hair is a mess though. I mean, it looks now okayish because I spent like too much time on it. I mean, it's like, you know, the head is big, it has lots of hair, and the general quality of the hair is not very good. Like, the ends are pretty dry, although this is a very new toy. I mean, compared to my vintage ponies that are like older than me and still have great hair. A lot of them at least. And then this one's like, I know the one from my niece. And yeah. So that was the first flea market. So let's get to the next one. Just on my way to the next flea market. I think the first one for me was quite successful. Polly Pocket, Oopsie Slime Surprise, and I think it's fakey, you could say glowworm. This is the flea market at Leopoldplatz. What have we here? A box full of small toys, new and old, so that's always worth a look. Shining armor is missing his tail. Does anyone know what that is? What does it go to? Oh, another one. Oh, these are those color-changing penguins from the Agostini. But yeah, don't need that. That looked actually pretty promising from far away, but it's a new cupcake stall and all of those horses are like, I don't know, Barbie and fake and so I'm definitely not into Lego, but these are a couple of Star Wars sets. This is one of the ground walkers from the prequels. Oh no, this is Star Destroyer or wow. Also open it up. This looks like the 10 to be 4. Here's an X-Wing. This is probably the Millennium Falcon here or something. I don't know. This is a Mewtwo, baby Mewtwo, but it says Pokemon Center 2012, so I guess it's directly from Japan. It was bought in Japan and Tokyo in the Pokemon Center, so not bad. I already have this exact same pony. It's Princess Skystar and I bought her new. I have the shell and everything in good condition. I really didn't need her. So the next one, as you saw, I did not find a lot, really. It was pretty lame. That was actually the flea market there where, like, I know that there's always at least one toy vendor. He was not there. The whole flea market now looks somehow different, more like open spaces with lots of furniture actually, and less rows with like smaller stands. That's a little disappointing. I had so good finds at this flea market, and this time like nothing, no, not completely nothing. You saw that I picked up some very small goods. So let's just zoom in. At first, from this one lady, I just bought this little comb, which is again from one of those companies that I have actually no clue. It says New Ray Novelty 1991. And do you remember my big brush and combs haul? I had this one in there. It says the same, New Ray Novelty Limited 1991. I mean, they totally make sense. This looks like a whale and this looks like a seahorse. I have now found out that these New Ray Novelty, this company made small dolls in the 90s. They look pretty ugly. I would never pick them up, I think. I mean, they look kind of funny. They're really small, more like this, and really cartoonish. Not a lot of brushable hair, but a little bit. So I suppose it's from those. But I like the comb, so that's why I picked it up. And I actually just picked up this very small rainbow ring. It's just a children's ring, but I have really thin fingers, so I can either wear it around my pinky or also around my ring finger. Like this. Just found cute. And then you saw me digging in this whole bin of lots of small toys, and you know, I always have like the hope that there are some blind bag ponies in, or some Ponyville ponies, or some LPS, something around that. So, and that was right. I had 2 blind bag ponies in there. This one's Cupcake, this one's Trixie Lulamoon. I already have that one, which I didn't know because I cannot memorize which ones I already have. But okay. So I always pick those up. Then I found this. This is Shining Armor. I love that I have him now represented in his, like his, what is it? His uniform, and you know, but he's missing his tail. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about this. Maybe I just put on some real brushable hair, just glue it on or something. Not sure. I mean, if he stands amongst the others, definitely can't tell that he's missing his tail, but it's cool. I cannot really tell the size. He's not a blind bag pony, so he's bigger. So he must be either from a magazine or from, I don't know, a special offer or something. So Shining Armor. And I picked up one LPS. So this is one of the typical ones that I pick up, the modern, quote unquote, although they are also from the mid 2000s already. So early 2000s. So I have this crab like mold already, but not in this color. Pretty cute, just couldn't leave it there. And then this thing, which I had actually no idea what it was, but I just thought it looks interesting enough to pick it up. It's a little, I mean, either it's a cat or it's a raccoon, I don't know, with little glittery wings. And I could find out that this is actually a Hatchimal. So it's a new toy line, Hatchimals. Which company made them or makes them? Spin Master, yeah, they're from Spin Master. They come in eggs that you could open them up and then they would reveal which one. I don't know if they are all this small, but this one was pretty cute. I just took it with me because I thought it might be something, and I was right. It's a Hatchimal. So now it started to rain. It started raining, which I would like, what I expected. The last flea market was not that much. Like apart from one box that I found all those small blind bag ponies, etc. All the rest was like nothing. So I decided to go to another flea market that I have just visited twice. Never was lucky at all, but it was quite okay on the way. So let's see. It's the flea market at Fähr-Berliner Platz. Just what I expected. Nothing. One vendor with a couple of Barbies and some Philly castles. So actually all very beautiful. They're all my era of Barbie, like early 90s, I guess. So Barbie. So the next flea market was completely disappointing. So I probably will never ever go to that flea market again. It's a waste of time. I've been there now, I think, for the third or fourth time and I've never found anything. So, but you saw that I was picking through some Barbies, so at least you have maybe a little bit of nice footage. So the next one was a little bit better.
Straße des 17. Juni, der Original Berliner Trödelmarkt, so the original Flea Market Berlin, that's the name. So this is all the same stuff that was already here last year. Yeah, I definitely remember this dinosaur. I don't think that it has changed at all. So do I need to dig into it, or is it? It's probably not worth doing because it's. I guess I bought everything that was important, like interesting for me already here. So there are lots of fillies, which they are cute. They are from Simba, so they are from like German brand, which are kind of a knockoff My Little Pony. But like, do you see all of those like blind-back ponies? There's even a Ponyville. Kind of happy because those are actually also characters, not only just the like generic blindbacks. Very good. At least I found something. These are from like the Disney Fantasia movie, right? Pretty sure. I don't know if that belongs here, but like, they are like real Steif and Disney Showcase collection. Pretty amazing. Have you seen this Power Ranger? A little bit too big. Just a little bit too big for my collection. So, I mean, I do not own a single Power Ranger, but that's cool. So here, like lots of Schleich, I guess, but also I think there's a couple of Star Wars things. I think they are vintage Star Wars. So let's see. This is like a bit Fortuna. What else do we have here? Ooh, this is one of the what's the species? I can't remember right now. This is like a young Anakin. Interesting. Here's the Jar Jar that I need for my riding, for my Kado. That's interesting. So much Star Wars. That's cool. Like, I have no idea what they are, like price-wise, but that's a lot. Vintage Luke. Like everything's mixed as episode 1, Captain Panaka. Oh.
Aber packen wir dann wieder
Ja.
themenmäßig zurück.
Ja, Star Wars, wie viel kosten die denn? Die Figuren, die sind ja nicht von der Haut aus.
5 Euro das Stück.
Ja, okay, alles klar, danke. Oh, not bad. One. Scout Trooper, Bosk. I don't know, this is probably Luke in, oh who cares, but X-Wing pilot. I definitely might grab some of those. Couple of Ewoks, Leia, another Leia. Oh my goodness, someone did something to her eyes. But this is the like original. She's just missing the vinyl cape. Another Ewok. Oh, this is, yeah, very precise. Like Anakin, yeah.
Danke, danke. Right. Good.
Like Anakin in the Darth Vader cape. I can see that. Oh, this is one of the... every Star Wars name is escaping me, I'm sorry. There's so many more. Like this is all Star Wars. I'm just like in this Vader. There are two different Vaders. So many more Ewoks. Tusken Vader. Oh, this is a Clone Wars doku. Lando. Oh. Bosch, Leia. Oath Soldier. Oh my goodness. Like. Wow, I can just say that's. You can even decide which ones to take. I said 5 per piece, which I think is legit. So. Ja, ich bin nämlich wirklich am Überlegen, welche ich hier, was ist eine Menge Star Wars dabei und da muss ich wirklich mal gucken. Ich weiß was gerade nicht, aber. So guys, that was a real struggle to decide which ones I take. And it was a hard negotiation because I mean they are not cheap, you know. So I took 11, so he was really nice and took the haggle. Oh, what's that? Oh my goodness. The interesting thing is I completely like did not see that here. This box is full of Digimon. I mean, here is a Pokemon in between. Okay, Lashoking, that's a Pokemon. But the rest is nearly all Digimon. Birdramon, Agumon, Gabumon. Oh my goodness, Kyomon, Palmon. I mean, I do not know if these are the English names, but they are the German names. Togemon, Garurumon. Oh, Moyomon? I'm not sure. Okay, these are also others. Okay, there are some Pokemon in between. Okay, I can see that. Some Pokemon. But most of it is Digimon. Greymon. Mega Kabuterimon! Wow! Oh. This is all like season 1 Digimon. Ooh. Seadramon. Those names, they come back. Oh my gosh. And there are a couple of Pokemon. Leomon. This is something else. Patamon. Oh yeah, this, what was he called? I can't remember. Yes, I know that one. Oh my goodness. That's all season 1. Oh, I cannot buy it Digimon, so no, but... Oh, what's that? What is this? 1973? That's before Star Wars. But the head looks like... The head definitely looks like a Star Wars droid. Like, what is this? Interesting. This is Scar from Mulan. And we've got Kylo Ren. So apparently he's always here. So if you're here at Straße 17 Juni, Original Berliner Trödelmarkt, there's lots of vintage Star Wars, so not bad. Stare into infinity. There are all the McDonald's Furbies. Yeah. So. Pretty much a huge surprise. I mean, he says he's always there. I've never seen vintage Star Wars here. And it's actually also what I never expect to find at flea markets, because I want to find My Little Pony, but I think I had to buy a couple of those. If you like break it down to what I paid now per action figure, is around €4, a little bit less. Some of them are vintage, like real vintage. Some of them are like 90s. Some of them are a little newer. So it's a mix. So I think I did pretty good. So when I recap like today, I think the coolest thing is like the whole like bunch of Star Wars that I got. The big hammerhead. Like the biggest thing actually is this sparkly, glittery Poopsie Slime Surprise unicorn. But then quite a lot of blindback ponies. Missing his tail. Maybe I can make him a new one. Yeah, and it was raining a lot, so that's why my hair looks like shit. Just an excuse. I'm on my way home now because this was the last flea market. I mean, now I did like 4 flea markets anyways, but the one in between I could have just left out. It's not worth going, like, for sure. So I guess that's it for today. Or what did I say? Was it a little bit better? It was a lot better. I mean, it started still like slow. It's always the last flea market that I go to because it's also the last one that opens. So it just opens at 11 or something. So it's okay to be there a little bit later. And a lot of people say it's very touristy. That's true because it's like Straße 17 Juni, that's where all the tourists go. But I've had a lot of luck there, and this time as well. Not so much with ponies, but I actually found a lot of blindback ponies too, which you saw. So this lady, she was actually already packing because it was about to start raining, or it already started raining, and she just was not feeling it that day, so she wanted to leave already. But she had this jar of Fleas, which are from Zimba, you know, this toy company here, which always makes knockoffs, and they have My Little Pony blindback thing knockoffs, which are really popular in Germany, were really popular a couple of years ago. So you find them en masse at flea markets. And then I was digging through it, and she was really like, hey, don't like pick through my stuff. And I was like, well, we're at the flea market, why can't I pick through stuff? Yeah, I was already packing. How should I know that she was packing? She was not there. But after like calming her down a little bit, I was able to pick through them, and you know, they were also My Little Ponies. So Fluttershy in this pose that I don't have,
finally a Rainbow Dash without the stripes. So a normal Rainbow Dash. Both have a little bit of glittery hair. They're all from different waves. So this is, I think it's called Breezy. We've got Vera Heartstrings, which is a character from the show. Then we have Flippity Flop, which is actually also a pony that I have in Generation 3. So it has the same cutie mark. Here is Diamond Rose, which is a Generation 4 pony that I just unboxed in one of my last videos. So a brushable G4 pony. This one I think is called Rainbow Wishes. Yeah, nothing else about her to say. And this one for me is actually the coolest. It's also a character from the show. I was a little how should I say? I was a little bit confused because she looks a lot like Mrs. Cake. That's why on her the head of Mrs. Cake was used, which is also a character from the show. This is actually Cherry Jubilee. Not the Generation 1 Cherry's Jubilee, but of course she's based on her. In the show she's called Cherry Jubilee, or like this figurine was called Cherry's Jubilant or something, so a little bit different, but it's basically this character who has a cherry farm, so yeah. And then I found this. This is a Generation 3 blindback. It's not blind, they were not blindback ponies, but it's a ponyville figure. So this is Desert Rose. You can also put the clothes away. She's got a rose here, and also you can remove those slippers, those shoes. But I mean, she had them on, so why should I remove it? So these two out of this lot are my favorites. And then I came to this vendor that I think I have purchased things from before, because he had a lot of dinosaurs, and I think one of the Dino Riders dinosaurs that I picked up like last year, this was him. And apparently he always has Star Wars figurines, which I've never seen, but apparently he always has them. This time I saw them and it was a lot. So you saw I dig through them. It was kind of hard for me to decide like how many and which ones to buy, because the prices were okay, or actually pretty good, because from the beginning he said €5 per figurine, and he did not want to sell me like all of them for a bundle deal, because he said no, I'm selling them pretty well because of lots of the tourists. I don't know if there are lots of tourists right now, but whatever, and I can sell them even for more, blah blah blah. So but I could like haggle him down to like €4 per figurine when I took like 10, and then I squished in another one, so I now got 11 figurines for €40, which I consider is good, because there are some vintage ones in and some a little bit newer ones, not new, but so let's get them all out. So yeah, I decided to pick up some vintage ones and some that are more from the like, let's say 90s. This is, I usually go for the aliens because I don't know, they just look so cool. This is Bosk from Empire Strikes Back, a bounty hunter, and this figurine, it looks pretty, like it looks super accurate. I like the mold, I like the details. Very good figurine. It's not vintage. It's from the Power of the Force line, I think from 1997, which is more towards, like, it started, the Power of the Force line started in 1995, so 1997. The figurines got pretty good. They started out a little bit strange, very bulky and big, and more looking like He-Man or what from the proportions. No, but like, this one is a very good figurine of that character, so I'm really happy with this one. Then I also picked up this Luke, which I just found out that this cape doesn't go to him. He would actually have a hat, because I thought this is Luke's cape, because on Tatooine for a very short moment in A New Hope, he's wearing a cape and a hat, like a bucket hat, and some goggles. This is actually the version, but in this version, like in the figurine version, he doesn't come with a cape, because this cape is actually from Anakin from episode 2, when he's disguising and like going with Padme in the public transport to Naboo. That's the cape. Well, whenever I get Anakin, but I think I will leave it on Luke anyways. I like this figurine because this Luke looks really good. I think it looks really accurate. Looks like Mark Hamill, like as far as you can get with such a small, like 3 3/4 inch figurine. And I did not have a Luke, so Luke Skywalker, here he is. This one's from 1999, so short before episode 1 came out. Of course, they were still doing the original characters. Because of this Luke, I actually also picked this one. This is a vintage Luke. So this is a vintage figurine from 1977, so really old. There are lots of years between those figurines. This is one from the very first release of the figurines, so you can also tell that by the yellow hair color. Later on, some Lukes were released with a little bit of a more brownish hair color, which would actually be more accurate, but this one is the yellow hair Luke. And yeah, he has a telescoping lightsaber. It would actually go out. Why is it red? I don't know. Someone must have put in a red one. I mean, Luke doesn't have a red lightsaber. Obviously, he's got a blue one. So, and also it's stuck in there. But I figured I would just take those two. So this is a good comparison on how they started and actually how good a figurine could look like. And this is also already like 20 years old now. So this is 40 years old and this is 20 years old. Luke Skywalker. This is actually not supposed to be yellow. This of course is just yellowed, but I'm pretty sure I can retrobrite this and then will look good again. Let's keep it going with the vintage ones, and also one that I want to retrobrite. I usually don't pick up troopers, but this one was like, I want to try to retrobrite this one. This is a AT-AT driver, so a stormtrooper that sits in the AT-AT and drives it. It's from Empire Strikes Back, so this one obviously, the Luke one is from New Hope, and this one's from Empire Strikes Back, so the figurine was released after the movie, so the movie is from 1980, so this one is probably then 80 or 81. What does it say? It says 80. And I would actually have liked to pick up the a Scout Trooper, but this one was like, the hand was broken off, so that's why I decided then for the AT-AT driver in the end. As I said, I'm here for the aliens. I love this hammerhead. It's very loose, that's really like, but I mean, I can still stand him up. And he's one of the aliens from the cantina scene, so from A New Hope, 1977 or 78, the figurines obviously were then released. Figurine is always called a hammerhead, or you could also call the species hammerhead, everybody would understand you, but it's actually a Ithorian, so I couldn't remember the species when I was at the flea market. I picked up some more aliens. I picked up these two Ewoks. They're also vintage, so from Return of the Jedi, so from the third one of the original trilogy, and the names like Tibu and Lograt. I never seem to know which one. This one's not wearing the correct cape, because this cape or hood or whatever this is actually belongs to Wicket. Which I couldn't tell. I just picked the two Ewoks there that had something that is at the head. And if I ever get an if I ever get a Wicket is like the main Ewok character. and then I can put this on him. So Logray and Tibu. So of course most of the figurines, so all of them are missing their weapons. So the Ewoks would have staffs, you know, all the others would have whatever, blasters and etc, etc. This is Leia, this is Bosch Leia, so she's in her disguise. She's wearing a helmet. We can also remove the helmet and you can see Leia's face. That's why I picked up this one, because there was another one without helmet, and it's good. She at least comes with her helmet, and she would have like a big staff. This is obviously also from Return of the Jedi. So this is when she is disguising as a bounty hunter to get Han Solo out of Jabba's palace. Ha! This is actually my favorite, I think, from this whole lot that I picked up. This is Bib Fortuna. He's a Twi'lek, although he doesn't look very beautiful like Twi'leks most often do. You can see his leku are completely wrapped around his body. This is cool that they really did that in the figurine. This is a vintage figurine. I think it already looks pretty good. And the cape, the cloth cape, it goes to Bib Fortuna in this figurine. So although I think he's also missing a staff or something, but with cape, pretty complete-ish, you could say. You know, he is the advisor of Jabba the Hutt. So also Return of the Jedi, 1983. Oh, 84. I think the figurine came out in 84. I think what's so cool about some of the vintage figurines is whenever they have like long, like whatever dress or cloak or whatever, and they still wanted to make moving legs, then they did them like this. This is so funny. The last two that I picked up are from episode 1. So here we've got Jar Jar Binks, and I'm like so happy that I got this one, because I was really missing this one since I found this at a flea market last year, at a different flea market. This is like a Kadu, it's a riding horse type of creature for the Gungans, and I was always then saying, oh, I will find a Jar Jar to ride on it, whatever that is. I would have also picked up a normal Jar Jar, just whatever Jar Jar, and squeeze it on there, but this really is the Jar Jar belonging to that toy. So you can see that he is more in a riding position, and you can perfectly put him on here, and his arms are also in this position. Now I have to move the camera up. His arms are also in the position to really hold here the Zügel, I don't know what they are called. And now I have a riding Jar Jar Binks. How amazing is that? And by the way, I do like Jar Jar, so I have nothing against him. It's never been my favorite character or anything, but he always belonged to it, and I watched the prequel trilogy when I was pretty young, so he was pretty okay. And this is the last figurine I picked up, little Anakin. This was the small figure that I just squeezed into the 10 to make it 11 figurines. I was like, oh, this is just a small one. Can I also put him in? Nobody likes small, like little Anakin anyway, so nobody will pick him up. So he was like, okay. Episode 1, so both are from 1999, when The Phantom Menace came out. And this is like just Anakin before he's leaving Tatooine with his backpack when he says goodbye to his mom. So, like, this was a good Star Wars haul. So because of the huge amount of footage that I had from this first day, I definitely split the 2 days into 2 different videos. So this is the end of the first flea market adventure from 2021, so for 2021. So thank you for watching. What do you think? I think it was a good hunt Star Wars wise, and like in terms of smallish figures. But actually I'm also pretty happy about the Polly Pocket, you could say. So I was pretty happy at the end of the day, and I hope you found it entertaining enough to watch until the end. So thank you for watching. See you real soon, and may the force be with you. Bye!